Welcome to Getting Started with Income Lab, a video series that jumpstarts great retirement income planning and management. In the first video, we covered how, by default, Income Lab answers the question, how much can I spend? And how the process begins by specifying all of the resources that a household will use to fund retirement. Just a few more steps will turn a resources-only plan into a full core retirement income plan, which will serve as the baseline for all other planning in the app. First, if leaving a portfolio balance as part of a financial legacy is a high priority, add this legacy goal to the core plan. If a legacy is a nice to have but not a high priority, you can leave this at 0. Adding a legacy goal will reduce the spending capacity during retirement because the app knows the client will have to spend less now if they want to fund that future goal. Second, add any important, lumpy, or temporary expense items to the plan. We're not talking about the basics of everyday living like groceries, transportation, and so on. Instead, these are things like paying off a mortgage, a home purchase, or planning to self-fund future long-term care expenses. To enter a mortgage, add a liability and be sure to include the payments as an other/variable expense. If you don't know the mortgage balance, you can just add those payments in the other variable expenses section, and that's where you would also enter other itemized variable expenses. Just as with the portfolio legacy goal, these other variable expenses will reduce what can be spent on everything else in life. For example, if I add a spending goal of gifting $1,000 a month to a grandchild for 4 years to help pay for college, the planned spending capacity for today will go down in order to fund this future expense. To see the components of monthly or annual spending, click on the spending capacity card or go to LifeHub. It's important to understand that Income Lab plans don't require any expenses at all. But if you do enter expenses, it's crucial to understand that other variable expenses will typically change a plan's guardrails and spending capacity. But in contrast, baseline expenses will have no effect on a plan's guardrails and spending capacity. If you're asking how much can I spend with Income Lab, baseline expenses are in the plan only as a comparison point, as a way to understand how what clients can spend compares to what they would like to spend. The final optional step then is to add a bottom line baseline spending goal or desired income to the plan, or to itemize baseline expenses so that you can compare this baseline spending goal to the spending that the household can actually afford. You can see all of the plan's resources in the income sourcing graph, accessed from the Cash Flows tab. You can see the plan's expenses in the Expense Details graph. You can also view all of the plan's components across all of the years of the plan in LifeHub. So that's it. Now you have a core retirement income plan. From here, you can take many roads, including exploring a range of possible spending levels and adjustment plans, presenting the plan to clients, A/B testing different Social Security options, or doing a tax-smart distribution analysis. Check out the rest of this video series for help with these next steps.